welcome to this Google Hangout on the Impact Sector Guides, which are available on the ISS of BC website. Now, with me is John O'Sullivan. He is one of the writers and researchers and developers of the Sector Guides. So how should employers use them?
These guides aim to present the information that a prospective employer needs about immigrants from certain countries in certain sectors. So the idea is to tabulate the key information in an easy to read, easy to reference manner.
There are only 3 countries and 3 tech sectors or subsectors. So why did you choose these 3?
Well, the 3 countries are Iran, China and Philippines, and because these 3 are amongst the very top source countries for immigrants going into British Columbia. ICT because it's important and growing. Engineering because it's such a large sector and covers so many different varieties. So you've got chemical engineering, civil engineering, electrical, mechanical and others. And then life sciences because it's new and very high growth and there are opportunities there.
What type of gap do these sector guides fill for busy HR staff?
We had a panel of employers and they told us they do not want to read long, complicated essays. They just want the key information presented in bullet point form under structured headings, and that is what we've done. So for each country, we start with a little map of the country showing the major cities and the neighbouring countries. Then there's a section on the economy of the country, then a major section on the education system, school level, college level, university level. And then we go into each sector. So there's a sector specific section with the major employers in that industry, how employees get trained, what the qualifications are, who the industry bodies are, important things on, for example, certification schemes, and differences with Canadian practice.
How would a typical HR person use these tools?
Well, if they've got a CV or an interview coming up, they could have a quick look at the guide, just look at for the country in question, and it'll give them some key questions to ask. It will show them what the top universities are, what the top employers are, any particular difficulties, the qualification structure. So it will help the HR person or the manager of the department, whatever, to really understand and better relate to the candidate as well. You don't have to read it all. The information is presented in chunks. So the economy, the employment, the education system. So you can just read the bits you want. I think the technical information is clearly important in these sectors, but actually I think the cultural information is probably the most useful and perhaps the most unexpected. There's dress, there's diet, there's how people relate to superiors and how they relate to subordinates and customers, and different countries have got different cultures in these regards.
John, thanks very much for taking the time to talk with me today. I've asked you a lot of questions. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
Well, it's been a real pleasure building these guides. I do hope they will be useful and we look forward to doing more.